Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails, the second chapter. We are on the Aureole. We didn't land per se, we kinda crashed. But considering we were chased by the Glorious, I think we did quite well. And according to them, our engineers, it's still able to repair it. It's just gonna take some time to get the RSA back on their feet. For now, we are gonna explore the place. And of course, try to beat whatever we can encounter, because we know that the Glorious part on the other side of the Aureole. So eventually we will come across the enforcers. So we gotta be careful. We got to get some extra levels, some sepit, some possibly one of the 7 legendary gear that's supposedly on this island. Yeah, we got plenty of things to do, and let's start at it straight away. And of course, if we do tend to figure out which enforcer is in the area, we'll try to match our party up with them, but I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. We'll have to see. It does look like a very beautiful park, isn't it? Ah, I have searched for the beauty and now I find it. This place is clean, refreshing. I'm not even sure how to put this. It's sort of hard to believe we're in the sky, you know? The ancient Sumerian culture was more than just its technology. It seems they had a great understanding of how to use their technology too. Yeah, and that's how it's supposed to be. Yes, better technology is always a great thing, but you need to be able to live in the same environment with that technology. If your technology destroys the environment, you have essentially failed. Right? Or am I looking at that wrong way? Okay, so we got 2 ways to go, a door and an elevator. The door is firmly locked. I think we have our way forward. It's probably the way back, isn't it? Like an elevator or some sort. I have to be honest, I thought it was gonna go down. Look at that view. Amazing. Whoa. Breathtaking. The city is this big? Hey, we're sure no one still lives here, right? I don't think so. I have to imagine everyone left before the city was sent to that other dimension. In fact, I imagine the ancestors of modern Liberians came from this place. Wait, so like my great whatever lived here? And we never knew? It makes some sense. All across the continent, culverts included, a few traces of the old Sumerian remain. If their city simply vanished. Ah, of course. Those who lived in the sky would not leave traces upon the ground, and then their home in the cloud is removed from this mortal coil. This place seems to get crazier with every step we take. Anyway, the view here is really pretty, but what is this place, you think? It feels different from the rest of the area. Given the nature of this area so far, it may just be a scenic view, but it does feel a bit more important. Oh, the screen over there looks like something you're meant to interact with. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's probably a console to get some more information about the surrounding area or something. Halo Rail West Calmare Station. The Halo Rail system is currently operational at limited capacity. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please select a service from this terminal. Gospel-based citizens' ID checks are not required for service at this time. Liber Ark Transit Authority. Liber Ark? Is that where the name Liberl came from? What's a Halo rail system? Some kind of rail-based transit system, I guess? And given that there's a transit authority involved, I would guess this floating island is called the Liber Ark. Oh yeah, the Liber Ark. Hang on. Liber? No way! Indeed, we might have discovered the origin of the name of Liberl. Holy straggers. Personally, I find the gospel reference more interesting. From the way it's written, they must have been ubiquitous. Everyone would have had one. It's not like they served as identification and the portable personal link to the Aureole. Ah, this is too much to take in at once. Anyway, it looks like we don't need the gospel to do our stuff here. Let's see what we can do. Right, I think I can get the list of the available services if I push this. Ooh, online shop. That's the one I'm interested in. That's basically our services. Another level 4 upgrade. Ooh, sapphire and ruby gem. So I really need to think about this because it's extremely expensive, so we don't even have the money to buy it. But if at multiple locations we can buy level 5 quartz, is definitely worth considering, at least for some of them. Built as the ultimate in rest and relaxation for the citizens of Ark, the Calmare district is Liber Ark's premier park and recreation district. Located in the west of the city, each section of the park, designed around the theme of harmony between progress and nature, is a hexagon exactly 300 arcs across. Calmare as a whole is made up of dozens of these hexagons. The Calmare district has 4 halo rail stations, north, south, east and west. Each station's tour path routes through different sections of Calmare, allowing one to enjoy the vistas of all the seasons and wildlife Calmare has to offer. So basically, the city is so big that each section is a different season, like winter, summer, fall, spring, that kind of stuff. Halo Rail Services is currently limited. Would you like to activate emergency operation mode for West Calmare Station? Sure. Ooh. It's a rail system riding on a holographic track. That's crazy. Hey, what? Oh, there's something coming. Okay, that's cool. No, don't get on it, not yet. I'm not ready. What in the world? This must be a car for the Halo Rail. I wonder how the rail works. It is very similar to the light rail system used throughout Erebonia, as I thought. To make the rails out of actual light. The ancients knew the value of spectacle and humor. It all feels a little over my head, but it'll get us where we need to go without dropping us into the clouds. I'm all for it. Come on, let's hop in and try it. No, I'm not ready yet. There were more options to read. In the event of service disruption of the Halo Rail, a gate may be unlocked at each station, leading to a substratum access passage in accordance with emergency protocols. This station's gate can be unlocked. Would you do so at this time? Yes. As I imagined, security locks to get all the way easier back to the Arsene, so we can improve our own equipment as well. Locks on gate in the station vicinity has been removed. Tunnel is now usable. Not done yet, we had one more? Or was that to log off? See services, yeah, it was. Alright. That's it. There's a little path here. There would have been a chest here, would be perfect placement. Yeah, and it's not that I just want new equipment, I'm just very curious. Right, let's go! Currently, no other stations are operating in the emergency operation mode. We are sorry, but the Halo Rail service is not currently available. So that's why we opened up the door, so we could go through the emergency substratum. Yes, real informative. Thanks, creepy disembodied voice. It sounds like the other stations need to be in this emergency operations mode if we intend to get around. For now, I'm afraid the Halo Rail isn't of much use to us. Nuts, and here I was getting hopeful for once. Well, let's see if we can find another way around. Would have been cool if we could ride it just totally around the entire place without being able to stop at the other stations. Like a real view of all the vistas, like they said. I wouldn't mind having that for a couple of minutes, just us floating around the entire city in a nice CGI manner or something. But yeah, let's get down and use the other way to get forward. And are the security systems going to be activated once we get down there? Like enemies to fight, enemies to collect some money from. It does sound like it. It's not an archaism, it's biological. What the hell's with those teeth? A dark lamp. Ancient subterranean monster absorbs its prey HP and calls for allies when injured. So ensure kill them before they call more help. Yes, we can do that. Yeah, not too powerful. Yeah, I think the most important thing is to get everybody's level up to 80. Damn, don't tell me that Olivier is that weak that he can't even hit it.
Savor the victory. We are...
Well, if we give him like 15 levels, I'm pretty sure that will change as well. Yeah, he just has to hang in there or maybe use some arts in the meantime. Oh, we remember those. Those were fighting with the dimensional bugs on the towers. Yeah, for now we're gonna test Olivier on all the enemies, seeing which one he can actually attack with his gun. And the ones he can't, we'll just use arts on them. But before we know that, we have to try it. Even though, let's be honest, when we go back to the RC, we have plenty of ways to get like more EP restoratives, so that shouldn't be a problem. That goes down. Where does this one go? This one is locked. The door is tightly locked. Maybe another region? Emergency evacuation route, Calmare and the access pillar. Automatically unlocks should any disruption occur in the supply of orbital energy from the access pillar. Be advised, any obstructions in the vicinity of this gate that might interfere with evacuation is a crime. So basically, if we try to stop it, we might get attacked by a big enemy. I wouldn't mind that, getting a boss in with Olivier. Because the amount of experience he's gonna get is gonna be bonkers. Yeah, I think with any other area but that, and that's way too small against these groups. I still have the mindset that I don't have arts with these people because of the ZFGs. I need to get it out of my head. Because right here, we're back to what we used to be. Just normal fighters. They still no damage. So until we reach above 70, let's just use art with Olivier. Heavy trigger level 2. Hell yeah. Does he even has a second aspirate yet? He hasn't got it yet. Alright. So he's definitely gonna get a second one. Hopefully an all area hitter with his gun. That would be perfect. Or maybe healing. Wouldn't mind that. And of course, just like we did with the sealed area, we're just gonna go in one direction until we see something very specific holding us back, and then we're gonna go back on ourselves and check out the other side, just in case there might be chests there that we want to open up for ourselves. But like I said, this is our first time here, so we got to explore everything together. Really, you guys, stop messing. Okay, this is probably the below there is probably where we're gonna be if we're taking the other way. Is this a dead end? We did great. Ooh. Really? Do we have something big? We have, but it will take too long to activate. And let's use our most advantageous movement to destroy everything. Come on, death blow. Alright, so we got the one death blow, one just normal kill. Now we're back to normal enemy setups. Okay, I have to say, the enemies so far look a bit gruesome. One, the teeth, the skin, now it's actually sucking blood out of our system. Or is it like babies of those big ones that's over there? It could be a case, right? Uses various and powerful arts without hesitation. Yeah, let's first get rid of the small ones. So it cannot call any more allies, because that would be a problem. It isn't art, so technically we should be able to impede that. Or does get out of the way so only he gets hurt. Now let's kill that one and use Olivier to impede the enemy, and that way we'll also test if he can actually damage. There it is, impede. Small damage, so we are starting to get damage to people, but not all. We didn't even hurt you. You shouldn't be able to summon people. Alright, let's keep Zin attacking the big one. Maybe use an evil eye to slow them down. Or kill outright, that would be perfect. Yeah, I feel like the summoning allies thing could be very hard to deal with. We should be able to do it. Because if we attack all enemies and they don't all survive, we can potentially have an entire group of extra enemies. But you can only look at the positive side, basically. The more enemies there are, the more experience and steps we get from it. Zin learned the Wrath of Genbu. Ooh. So level 80 is roughly where we're gonna get improved S-crafts. Like it. I still do wanna know what... Whoa, look at the amount of Sepith. I see the advantage of having enemies summon enemies that aren't too bad. Dominion for Kevin. Is this a hint on which character we should have with us? We had the same type of thing when we went to the towers through the other dimension. That we got certain weapons there, and I wondered there too if it was like an indicator on which people you need to bring with you. This space for rent. Yes, because we went to another dimension, so it has a lot of space to give. This should be fine. Ooh, and it looks like Zin is over 10,000. That would be perfect. Huh. That's weird. Normally an enemy group will not return, at least not one screen over. I really should have Estelle fight new enemies. Still no damage. Every level up I think, maybe if we just get a little bit more, we can activate the damage scale on him. On the other hand, we should just go all out with arts on him, because he's gonna level up so many times. He's gonna recover that many times as well. silver gem. Is this your way of asking me out on a date? No, just shut your lid. It's fine. Alright, so let's see what it is. An EP increaser without any downside. Oh, yay! Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I wonder if we can get above 999. It does have the room for it. If we come in a location where they sell silver gems, that would be a nice one for our art users. Alright. Yeah, it looks like expected. With this dungeon, there's so many ways we can go. There's Evil Eye. Nice area and delay. Ooh, well, a critical will make him damage the enemy. It does. Still not impressive.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Alright. Well, let's pick a direction. Let's go with it. Sometimes with all the different spots, you need to be a little bit lucky that you picked the wrong path, so you can explore everything. Oh, too many different paths. It's gonna be difficult. EP charge 2. Sorry, but I'm cutting you off. Okay, so the white chests are probably the red ones, which contain potential enemies. That way we can prep for it. Because normally I will try to use like very high CP moves in order to get through the fight quickly. But I do know that I'm getting more and more stingy because our characters are getting so strong.
That's that. Let's move out.
Aureole bomb, nice. You nearly tear the top of the chest off its hinges in your excitement to open it. Your face falls as you realize there's nothing inside. Well, we got what was inside, so we shouldn't be too sad about it. Okay, we're back on top. Oh, the enemies do have a very high respawn rate. I can see that already. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It gives us more chances to recover CP, get money, get experience, so we'll work around it. Ooh, I thought it was EP. No, he ate my CP. That's even worse. Oh, he's definitely gonna get it. And they're fast too. The reason I hate it is because CP is not easily recovered. We need to fight in order to do that. We have a few items, but the poultry we need to make those food items is really hard to come by, especially in a place like this. An onyx gem. As you reach into the chest, the lid suddenly snaps down. It's eating you alive. Kidding. Oh, you should have seen the look on your face. Okay, so is that gonna be a speed one? Or an action one? Ah, I think this was not the one we picked up, is it? Or was it? Can't remember. No, it was the onyx gem. Speed up 50%. Movement down 2. Action force movement down 1. I am gonna give it to him because I do love the fact if Joshua is the fastest one. Because the more he can do, the more CP he can recover. But is he also the one with the highest movement because of his equipment? Yes. That's why we gave him the Strike Up B1. That's the biggest movement of everyone around, so he can't take a loss. Perfect recipient of the Onyx. with what, roughly 6 EP per soul blur, we can blur a lot before it becomes troublesome. We do gotta make sure that we don't forget to go back for all the other pathways we didn't take. Because it does look like we are going the right way at the moment. Zerum powder. You can save the world, but you can't remember whether you looted a chest once or not. Valid question. Curia bomb. It's empty, but if you put your hand in there, you can hear the ocean. Come on, it's not a conch. Come on. I wonder what's gonna stop us in the end. Is it gonna be transferred to the access pillar? Or another region of the Aureole? Or is it gonna be like a big boss or something? I might even just go back in between the episodes to check out what's there, and if it's interesting, I'll show you what it is. But we'll have to see. So far, we're still being led on to the next area, so... Okay, bit random, but I take it. Sorry, you scared me a little bit. So I'm gonna retaliate with my full force. You can try to art up as much as you want, you're not gonna make it. Okay, that was just a random scene in the middle. Or is that an indicator that we are in the middle of this area? If that's the case, this area is huge. It's basically like a sealed area per region. It will also be a perfect indicator that we are definitely going the right way. Yeah, call your allies. We'll make sure they're being good taken care of. I'm the same. Damage is a lot less than I expected it to be. But for now, I'm okay with that. I'm pretty sure once we go to the other regions, the enemy will steadily become stronger. Oliver learned Requiem Heart. Ooh, his second S-Craft. Sounds a bit healy, doesn't it? Check what it is in case we want to switch it back. Because it could just be one that we... Nope, it's an area attack. A raging barrage of shots that shatter the silence. Now we can keep it on. So there's a hurricane just to switch it up a little bit. Hitting more enemies at once. And she has a headband, so she'll recover more than plenty. Do we want to... No, we cannot impede both of them. So what we can do is impede the one that has the biggest area. I haven't seen that one yet. Resist. Yes, he's resistant against anything. Okay, so it's not a bad thing to have against us. Really? 450? She cannot do that amount of damage. Neither can he almost. Alright, so they're plenty strong. Is it supposed to be like a confuse attack or something? Well, we can check that with Olivier, because he has all those moves as well, I think. Or it could be a seal. Confused, yeah, it was. Well, it did look like it by the way it was portrayed, so... "99, kitty cat." Alright. Ooh, we're back on the surface. Phew, finally. This. The residential block of the Cradle. Ooh, what a lovely city. I would guess this is where the ancient actually dwelled. Well, this does look more like a residential area compared to our crash site. Yeah, it's kinda nice and homey here, I guess. But, you know, this just bothers me even more. Why did the residents abandon such a nice city? Well, this seems like a good place to find an answer to that question. We need to find a new route anyway. So, shall we investigate? Yeah, okay. Well, I want to find another station that we can connect to the first Halo rail, so we can move in between both of them, making it a bit easier for us to re-explore these areas and find the missing chests. Because most of them were at the beginning, so entering from the other side would be more beneficial for me tracking it all down. But we're gonna leave it for now. We're gonna explore more of this. And like I said, the backtracking I will do in between the episodes and inform you all of what we found there. It's probably just some more chests with items. Possibly maybe a weapon. We can only hope for that. Ooh. That's definitely archaism. A bear Marith. Sharp poison claws. Attacks intruders without mercy. Yeah, because it's a drone. So she can attack fully HP'd humanoid character, no, not humanoid, but organic character, so she can use the death blow on it. We just have to learn first on how dangerous they all are, if they are just strong or if they have other movesets that make it wiser for us to cut them down as soon as possible. Alright, so we at least know what damage he can do with his arts. Yeah, I'm still seeing Joshua and Zin as two of the more powerful members of our party. Even though Estelle doesn't do bad on her own, I still see her a bit as a backup art user for some reason. Even though with all the orbments we've been giving her, quartz, she's becoming more and more just a physical fighter. This is a little bit more in the way I fight a lot in these types of games. Ooh, that's a real nice looking bed. More like a cryo chamber for long travels. Cradle, residential terminal, what's. Checking ID, no match. Unable to confirm ID of terminal owner. Your viewable entries are limited. Resurrect jelly. Yes! Whoa, it wrote it into the recipe book. I wonder what the principle behind that is. You got me, but that's some crazy technology. Beginning lookup. Unable to find data. Please check your crystal and try again. We haven't found any crystals yet. So we need to come back here the moment we find a crystal somewhere. But more importantly, we have all the recipes. Yes. Where is the revive? Resurrection jelly. Cures KO and 15,000 recovery on a single person. Yeah, that is a lot. And look like all the ingredients are just store-bought items, which isn't too bad to be sure. Because having a KO resurrection item that heals so much, basically everything, very useful against the harder fights. So we need to find more crystals somewhere around town. Ooh. Fungus? Kamoshi. A cat-like is definitely not a cat-like monster, come on. It's more like a fluffy ball of jelly with fur. Perfect, Estelle. Doesn't have to work all the time, but every once in a while will be perfect. We've got a big house there. Cradle 2. Yeah, I think it's best if we go here first. Just so we can get all the residents out and maybe find one of the crystals that we can use to check out the machine. Ooh, ingredients. Probably for the new recipe. Okay, but one thing that does mean is that at the beginning of the game, I don't know if anybody remembers that, I said I'm not gonna focus too much on creating everything on the list until we've got a complete recipe list available. And since we got it now, I might need to take some time making everything just to have it in our list made by our own hands. Because I did think that making everything in the recipe book is an achievement, but I have to check that. The chest wants to know what's done to deserve such treatment. Well, you're a chest. I want your contents, that's it. The looters in Calvert aren't this desperate. How do you know? Calvert may be the most desperate of them all. We've got one with us. Thank you for your patronage. Currently, due to system errors, items can be selected are limited. Beginning lookup. Unable to find data. There are no packages for this user at this time. Yeah, so basically, are we gonna find crystals that are basically like ID forms for people that lived here? And we can then use them to read the terminals and get items? That would seem like a logical conclusion. Ooh. Smelling salts. No, give it back. That was my spleen. What's mine own? Oh, smite. Ah, my one and only wish. To at one point confuse a machine with Zin. That would be perfect. Impossible, but perfect. I do think we need to be careful and do turn around the screen every once in a while just to see if we see any chest in the distance. Just to make sure we don't miss anything. Because if I was a developer, I would put chests right around the corner in a way that players would not expect it. Because yes, I am that evil. And if I can think about it, they can, so I'm gonna make sure not to miss anything. Like I said. And of course, extra sepid with we never say no to. Dear old barn. Empty, but that should come as no surprise. Cradle Residential Terminal. Checking ID, no match. Unable to confirm ID of terminal owner. Your viewable entries are limited. Improvement to distribution services and gospel update. Here at Liber Ark City, in order to ensure our citizens lead a pleasant, fulfilled life, we have established a distribution service offering music and images with a theme of healing, which has proven popular with the citizenry, but also with persons experiencing concerns regarding mental and emotional ailments. However, while this service offers a significant selection, it remains somewhat uniform and one-sided as such. We have been receiving a great deal of feedback from the citizenry asking for it to respond to a wide variety of personal tastes. In order to accommodate these opinions, our city wishes to proceed with enhancing our services variety to provide all citizens with a satisfying experience. To that end, we will need to offer an upgrade to all citizens' personal gospels. We ask that you inquire at your local city government office and undergo upgrade procedures there. Furthermore, as this upgrade applies to all citizens, after a period of time, non-upgraded gospels will become unusable. We understand this may be somewhat problematic, but we sincerely ask for your cooperation. Liber Ark System Administration Division. Alright, so I'm thinking we're gonna go to that government building and implant some gospels in ourselves, isn't it? So we can use all the services everywhere. I already saw that there were no chests over there. Joshua, look! I see it. Why the heck is... That's where they crashed? Oh, we definitely need to help them. Don't get any closer, you! I won't let you hurt the Bobcat anymore. No. No, Kyle, Don, Joshua. Look like someone's in over their heads. Airhead girl, and I can always poke a nice big air hole in your head with my staff, you creamy tomboy. Talk later, we have to fight on our hands first. Yeah. Oh, brother. Yeah, let's save Josette. And who knows, maybe she will become a member of our party. Oh, Joshua is already on 200? Damn, that went so quick I didn't even notice. Well, you do know what's gonna happen now. The Fang will speak again. We do have to be careful that it doesn't hurt Josette. He doesn't have healing? He does. Well, the enemy is still far away, so we can just let Olivier handle that. Alright, let's do morale, making us a bit stronger. Okay, if you please. Don't you dare! Okay, that's okay. Us, you can attack. Okay, thankfully we healed her before then. I think she would have taken it, but better if they try to avoid that in the future. And we know that taunt doesn't work against machines. Let's stay a bit safe. No elemental weaknesses. Obstructs his target actions. So basically he impedes whenever someone tries to use arts. Oh, if he's in time it is. Ooh. You wanna take my... Oh yeah, you definitely wanna take my movement down. Well, if you're gonna do something like that, then we just have to switch over to arts. Come on, Josette, use something a little more potent than that. Alright, do we want to use a wheel in order to take that down? Because we're never gonna make that walk over there unless we use one of our arts. Alright, there was one move I really wanted to try out. Yeah, a shower of madness-inducing blade. Again, confused would definitely work, but I've never seen this, so I'm very curious to see how it looks. And curiosity is always a good reason to use new art, doesn't it? Yep, I definitely approve of the visuals. What the hell? That is just not fair. Having an attack that can instantly annihilate the one person you need to protect, that you can't do anything against that. Alright. If you want to play it like that, we're gonna play it like that. Alright, game. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You pissed me off. Alright. So if you're gonna play unfair, I'm just gonna make sure I do everything in my power to knock you down a peg. Proper Goku move. Hey, I warned you. You do not want to piss me off. Phew, okay, that's that. Nearly bent my staff on the big one. Yeah, that was one of the society's heavyweight archism weapons, the Lior Gun Easy. It's meant to be used for location defense, though, not assault. We can wonder about that later. I'm just glad you're safe, Josette. But what are the Capuans doing here? Yeah, after you left, we hid out near the border, but then this weird thing appeared in the sky, and when we tried checking it out, the Bobcat's power cut out. And so you guys cratered. Though, hang on. Shouldn't your brothers be here? You guys are usually all together. Did they head out to scout or something? My... Whoa, hey, what's wrong? Josette, please, calm down. We're here, don't worry. Take your time and tell us what happened. Joshua. Well then. What? Hey. Those creeps took my family. Cal and Don baited them so I could get away. And Joshua, what do I do? Well, we're bracers. We're just gonna save them. Sorry I lost it. I guess you guys didn't expect that, huh? I think I'm a little calmer now. Eyes on you, Capra. Eyes on you. So, Josette, can you tell us what exactly happened? I think so, yeah. So, we managed to crash about as gracefully as we could, right? And hey, our orbments work now, so we got to work on fixing the Bobcat. The engine wasn't really damaged, but the rest of the ship was a mess. We were nosing around looking for materials to use for repairs. Ah, the same situation we find ourselves in then. It was like 3 days ago now? We'd gotten the materials we needed, and we're just about to start the real repair work when this octopus-like machine appeared. After I shot it, a red airship showed up. Jaegers came flooding out of it as soon as it landed. Ah, of course. You shot down a Vogel. They used those for scouting and patrols. It alerted the enemy to your location the instant it was destroyed. I knew it. What do I do? It's all my fault Kyle and Don were taken. Josette. Knock it off with a mopey face. If they got caught, let's just rescue them. Even if they are criminals themselves, if they are being held illegally, then they deserve praise or protection. Besides, we have some biscuits to grind with the society anyway. And we'll save your brothers while we're at it. Estelle. Hold on a sec. What makes you think we want to be saved by the likes of bracers? The likes of bracers, huh? So you can save them all by yourself? And besides, you helped us when we were escaping the Glorious. It's way past time we returned the favor. Josette, Estelle's right. If you run in on your own, you'll just be caught, and you won't help anyone just staying there. You know that, right? Why don't you head to the RC for a moment? I suspect Kyle and the others are being kept on the Glorious. There's a good chance it's docked to the island somewhere. If we continue to investigate, I suspect we'll find it. We'll tell you when we locate it, I promise. Alright, if you say so, Joshua. I'm not gonna just sit around and twiddle my thumbs though. I'm gonna help you too. If you want me to tag along, just say so. I'll help even fix your ship. Yeah, okay. You can try to impress all you want, but it's still too late, Miss Tomboy. At least I am impressive. In more ways than one compared to you. What was that? Oh, come on now, really. I don't know what it is with you two, but can you try to get along? Oh, Joshua. Did he just say that? He just said that. You stepped on a landmine, my friend. The follies of youth. Hey, Capua. Truce for the moment, okay? Agreed. We have bigger fish to fry than each other right now. Wait. I'm glad you're calling a truce, but what bigger fish are you talking about? Did I... Oh, no, nothing. No, what would you think a thing like that? Okay. Why do their smiles fill me with such terror? Oh, you'll learn, Joshua, you'll learn. Please reform your party. You may choose 2 members aside from the mandatory ones. Removed members will return to the RC. We will fight with her, but I think it will be a good one to have in our party when we go to the Glorious. So she'll be there when we try to rescue her brothers. And I think it will probably be a little bit too soon right now. And that's one of the reasons why I want the Halo rail to connect back to the RC. So when we go into a region with specific bosses or enemies, we can have the right party members with us to get the most out of our conversations. And the fact that Olivier is here did help a little bit. Right then, let's get back to it. Before she left, Josette said she hadn't found any other ways out. Yes, the bridge to the neighboring sector seems to have collapsed some time ago. It may be worth our time to search this district again. We may be able to find a clue of some sort. Roger that. Well, we haven't explored this region in total yet. We could definitely do that. But let's head back in here first. Is there a terminal here as well? Cradle, residential terminal, checking the ID, no match. Unable to confirm the ID of terminal owner, your viewable entries are limited. Reports on heightened city security. In recent years, there's been a notable increase in crime in less populated areas of the city, such as the Factoria blocks. As a result of this, heightened security measures were introduced, and while some citizens may have experienced some inconvenience as a result, those measures were designed to have the least impact possible on individual freedoms. However, despite these measures, the crime rate continues to increase. The Council therefore has asked the citizens to cooperate with a number of restrictions. The following will be applied to all citizens. Terminal use will require personal gospel ID checks. Periodic inspections will be performed in all blocks. Civilian access into the access pillar is restricted. This heightened security may result in some inconvenience for citizens, but these measures are designed to ensure the safety of all residents of our fair city. We hope you understand and will offer your complete cooperation, Liber Ark Security Division. So basically, the society that were here, the old one, not Ouroboros, were tightening security and control over their people. People started to rebel against that, and therefore they tried to restrict even more, creating more dissidents among the citizenry. It doesn't be the reason why the ancient civilization failed and basically annihilated themselves or got the whole Aureole sent to the other dimension. Could it be that an attack by the citizen that didn't agree with that government triggered the Aureole to go into that other dimension? It's a theory, but we still have plenty of time to figure out what's really going on here. But I think for now, I'm gonna leave it here. And like I said, I will probably go back into the tunnels, trying to find out where the paths are that we missed and seeing what's there. If it's interesting, like a scene or anything, I will definitely show you that in the next episode. If it's just items, I will tell you if there's anything interesting then. Because of course, we went the right way directly. So, next time we're going to continue the investigation of the residential district. And of course, see if we can find a way forward and maybe activate another part of the healing rail. Like I'm very much for, because we need easier ways to get back to the Arcade than to walk that entire way back. That's going to be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to be back next time as we continue to explore the Aureole. Bye bye.